So we've heard from the Governor General. Exactly what kind of a throne speech was it? John Ibbitson, tell us.
Well, there are two kinds of throne speeches, sort of placeholders while the government tries to figure out what it wants to do, and big agenda item throne speeches. This is closer to the latter one. The government is unpopular, it's languishing in the polls, it only has 2 years to the next election. So the Tories have thrown an awful lot into this throne speech. It's 24 minutes, it was a long read, and it's full of stuff. Stuff for the Conservative base, such as balanced budget legislation, eliminating all parole for life offenders, a big new trade agreement with Europe, and stuff for people who might not be so committed to the Conservatives right now. Measures to protect against oil spills, new wilderness, green spaces, and of course, banks are going to have to be limiting the amount that they charge in service fees. Telecoms are going to have to lower their roaming charges and unbundle the television programs. So stuff, big red beat for the base, but confections as well for those who are undecided.
So what do you think? Will this work to turn the polls around in their favor?
Well, it is an agenda. We can say that. Much will depend on how the Liberals and the NDP respond. There's not much there really on the environment. There's not much really there on social programs. There's not really even much on the tax side. So how do Tom Mulcair and Justin Trudeau respond to this? They're going to have to lay out their agendas now. The time for just merely criticizing is over. We need to know what their alternatives will be.
What about popular moves like the unbundling of TV stations and the lowering the roaming charges? What do you think that will do for the Conservatives?
Well, it will enrage those who are looking for ideological consistency because there's nothing very conservative about it. But for example, there's going to be a new law that tries to attack the difference. You might call it the target law in honor of the new retailer that just came to Canada, that tries to lower the differential in price between goods in the United States and goods in Canada. Again, there's nothing really very conservative about that, but it's all part of a consumer agenda that is also a main theme running through this speech.